Hello. My name is Andrew and welcome to my channel. It's dedicated to software engineering, and right now I'm solving one of the problems I have. It's about video generation. So let me increase the font. What? Good. So what I'm doing, it's about solving a real problem. I have a YouTube channel which needs attention, everyday attention. On a daily basis I'm uploading some videos and they have views, likes, comments, but it takes too much effort and attention from my side to make it. And since I love automate things, it's time to solve it. So first of all, what's the problem? The problem is I must SSH to remote server, I must execute script, and in cycle I must approve content. I must approve text content, I must approve video content. And depending on number of videos, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 3, this process might take a while. So I remember that a while ago, 6 years ago, I had a project which did similar things but to images, and it had some dependencies. Dependencies were Redis, Celery, some sort of database, I'm not sure what exactly, maybe MySQL, just quite straightforward one, and it was Django, it was Python. What I wanted is to get rid of that extra dependencies, and I made an architecture. It's here, let's increase it. So the architecture of this application would be quite simple. It's one binary, shared storage, and some sort of notification system. What is important, because video generation process might take a while. That's the reason why right now it takes my attention. I need to check that process is completed. I need to review. What if when processing is completed, it will send me a message about here is your result, do you approve it? And I say yes, it goes straight to YouTube, ignoring me. Or no, then it just keeps itself in shared storage. I think that's better than me copy pasting stuff. But recently there were some quite interesting problems, such as any video uploaded via API gets a lot more attention from moderation stuff. They said, we don't like this title, we don't like this description, but when I upload the same using hands and the API is moved away, they find it's the same video, the same channel. One upload through API, it gets warning, we made it private, and one uploaded with UI, it's fine, we have no questions. Okay, YouTube. So this is the architecture. It's just some number of workers which utilizes some hardware, and then those workers can communicate each other through multicast DNS. So when one worker is up, it announces itself in multicast, telling that I'm alive, I have these capabilities. For example, compress video, compress image, resize it, whatever. And if some worker doesn't have ability to do the thing, it can ask another worker to do what is necessary, simply passing, transferring this processing. And that's where I'm right now. I need to write a test. I need to write a test about transfer of processing. There were a few plans, such as implement stop pipeline, but I did not implement it. I did something a bit better. So in yesterday evening, I have implemented two blocks. They are similar. First block, it makes blur for image. And the second block, it's making resize. Every config, I think it should be here, yeah. Resize with height, keep aspect ratio. Let me check if it's here. Yeah. So I noticed one interesting thing. I have the block, at least when it's about some functionality, these blocks code, it is the same. The only difference is in config. So what do I mean the same? They have copy-paste processing, they have copy-paste of detection. But right now it's only related to image. Maybe in future I'll do it, but the difference is here. The resize block, it takes with, height, and then it calls resize. Blur block takes image, sigma of blur, and then it calls blur. So maybe I will unify those blocks, but to be honest, I don't want to do it because they might evolve to a bit different stuff. What if I will have to move from imaging library to some another library only for blur? That means I will have to rewrite a lot of code, and let's keep copy paste here. So that's what I was doing, because without extra blocks I cannot disable some blocks and some workers. And I used to have a test. Let's check the test. It was functional test. Yeah, here it is. There is pipeline which processes two blocks. Let's run it. I remember there was some sort of a problem when... Yeah, it's here. Nice. Found it. So I also have updated the test, because before there was a pipeline, this one, inside of config. So this config includes only production ready pipelines. But for development, I don't need it. I need simply take some string and simply insert that string into runtime, ensuring that this is new pipeline, work with it. This is how it was done in here. I say there is server. Okay, server, take your pipeline registry and insert this pipeline. The same was done here. Where is it? It should be here. Yeah. The same was done here. I said, okay, server 1. So server 1 get this pipeline inserted to registry. The same was done to second server. But right now I have a problem here. I will try to investigate what's going on. Why it's stuck. I think it's stuck at channel. So what is the channel? Yeah, this one. So what happens? It stuck at second processing. So second processing does not write something when in my test, I read the channel. Let's check the test, what it does. So I have some context, I have the server. It is available, nice. Then I insert this pipeline into the server registry. Maybe I should copy paste one thing. Yeah, because I have this code. Then I say, okay, there are some preparations. And then I say, okay, your first block input is does it have URL here? Yes. Now let's check. Oh, it did pass, but it took 5 seconds. Why was it so slow? So I called processing test block first select. Does it exist here? Yes. Then I said, okay, there is URL. Make first processing. Is there any sleep in here? No. Beautiful. So if I run this test again, I hope it won't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Beautiful. Okay, it's time to check what's going on. First of all, let's go to pipelines. I think it was data classes, pipeline. Yeah, here. So let's check. I have new processing here. Processing registry. Add. So what I need to do is to check processing registry. Where are you? Yeah. Okay, processing registry. What does it do? It tells that to processing, here is the channel you should send your completion success, and then it tells, it simply replaces current processing. So the trick here is I have temp processing, which here only for one reason. If error happens, error of validation, I don't need this processing to be started. I have it here where it says, yeah. So in here, I start processing with data. So what I want to do is to print error and processing result. So let's run the test. Okay, I have first result, second result. Oh no, it's stuck. Beautiful. Let's scroll up. So, shit happens somewhere below. I think it's happening somewhere here. Let's comment it, print, and start again. Oh, it's wrong. This one. Yeah, it's stuck. Nice. So there was a place in processing itself where I used to send result. Start, yeah, here. Send result, send result. So I need to do a few things. First of all, I need to say if there is any error and if there is no error. It didn't come here because error is nil. Nice. Also, let's check the mutex. I have it here. It says processing log. Then I set status. Then I say, okay, new processing output. Processable block data get result. Nice. And then I said send result. What does send result do? There is singleton mutex, a singleton like operation. I need to send result only once. So I'm checking if there was shutdown. So let's do this. Polygon shutdown. Let's check what's going on. It should print this twice. Yes, it is twice, and shutdown is false, which means a return does not happen. But I have a condition. I'm afraid this channel is not set. It is not nil. Okay. When it's done, let's say here it is. This processing has sent its result once. The test awaiting here, it wants second, but it didn't happen. That means it wasn't closed twice. Let's go to this method and check. Processing registry here. There was a method named get. Also, I think there was a method with close. Yeah. So let's do the following. It is possible that this happens before, but it's just speculation. I'm not sure. Now it sent it. It's twice. And test has been completed. The problem. Why did it take 5 seconds? So what is necessary to do? Let me update the processing. I'll include a few things, such as start date, and end date. Yeah, that would be fine. When it says processing start here. It should also I think I should operate with set status. Yeah, because there is lock unlock, that's also place if status processing completed finish timestamp. Yep, switch status. It's not that, it's time now Unix. Yeah. So if it is failed or completed, it should be end. Nice. Also, there was one more thing. Let's check. Running, it means start now, completed, failed. There is also a thing named transferred. Let's also include it. So with this, I will have some sort of understanding what happened. And here, yes, it's log, it's fine. Now, let's check one more thing. Okay. Save this and save this. But what I need, it was in pipeline. Yeah, here. Where is this? Yeah, start processing. So when things happened, I need to do a thing named fmt println. Let's also implement one method. Where is the interface processing? Here, I need to get a difference between start and end. It's like time took. Get time took. But it should be a different name. Get processing time. This method should be fine. So I go to processing, then I need to implement this method. Let's copy paste it. Also, this is code which was generated by Copilot. It has, I think, an error first of all. Time duration, it's already what I want. Why is there a second? I need duration, I don't need seconds. And in pipeline, I should simply say get processing time. Oh, by the way, Let's do the following. Milliseconds. Yeah. Now let's run this test and check. It says 0 milliseconds. It was instant. I don't believe it. Should it be? No, it's for Boolean. But okay, let's keep it as this. Okay. So let's run this test again. Okay. First processing, second, it's fine. What I want to do is to find a place where it was successful, but it took 5 seconds. What was it? Was it here or was it a processing? Send result, it's here. Who is closing this channel? I see it only once. It's here. Send result happens once and then there's nothing. So there is a problem for sure. It is here. Something happens to this place. So let's check another test. I have unit test for the storage. Let's run these tests. Okay, these tests were fine. Let's check. Yes, it also has this, but start processing by ID. It's fine. I need a test with 2 blocks. Here, I'm testing with 1 block, so it's time to make copy paste of this, but make it 2 blocks. Let's check in unit tests, and because right now there are too much possible issues, just start processing 2 blocks. Okay, I have a registry. Okay, I have 2 blocks here as well. It is HTTP and HTTP. Nice. So I can copy paste this test input. Where is it? Yeah. Second, first unlocked. So when I call, okay, I start processing, then I'm waiting for first to complete and then seconds. In here, first should yield processing completed. Nice. So I can Let's run this test, and I'll hope it will also hang as well as other. By the way, there is one processing. Let's make two processings. It will hang because I'm reading the channel for second processing and it's absent. It's here. Register pipeline. Yeah, let's do the second. Also, there are a few more things. Block slug test, first block slug. And there is test second. Processing 2. So now there are two processings, and it, I hope, should work. No, it did not. Fine, let's check when it had a problem. First of all, its timeout is good. It's stuck here. Oh, by the way, also. It did work. So let's do the following. I'll mark this block. I think I found the problem, but let's check. Yeah, it's not that. It is about channel. The same as in here. I'm waiting for this channel. Uh, yeah, it doesn't work. Nice, nice. So let's check where it stopped. Where are you? Testify. Come on. It was somewhere here. Yeah, still at this, but there is copy paste of this test in here. I have the same blocks, the same pipeline, but here I say start processing and again start processing. It is possible that in unit test I called processing twice without awaiting, but let's do the following. Wait group, sync wait group, then I say let's add do, then I call go function. I don't need to wait it, I need to call processing. So when first processing is done, then I say vg done. The same with the second processing, and then I should wait. Yeah, so I think this will be enough. Also make it a link. Let's run this test. That's interesting. So I call it, but if I call it like this, obviously this wait group has no sense right now, but when I call processing in parallel, it works. Sequentially, it doesn't work. So it is possible that I have problem in processing itself with that channel. I think, let's check the channel. Where is this channel? Here. I made it unbuffered channel, which is fine, but as far as I remember, unbuffered channels cannot push if someone hasn't read it. So if there is first entity, it must be read, so the second will be pushed. Let me make a check for this. I'll do the function. fmt Also, I don't need to read this too. Yeah, so I managed to do the thing. So let's make it buffered channel. Since I'm processing 2, make it 2. It's just checking what happens. So it works with, but oh, come on. Let's run it again. Yeah, it works with this. With that said, if I need something for this channel to process in background, because when I'm running this processing in runtime, there are no subscribers for this channel, which means why do I need it? The only reason for this channel to exist is for testing. It is possible that I need to attach it to processing. So for test, I think I had it in processing also. Registry notification. Yeah, I didn't have it. I mean, I had registry done channel, So when processing has been completed, I used to have a channel that it sends notification to this object about it has been completed. So I could have done this get a notification channel, something like that, but I want registry. Is that set? But pipeline itself in here, let's check what it has. It has go function on a block level where I process every data. Yes, in the function I iterate through blocks, so it's sequential, it's not parallel. I'm happy. So I have temporary processing. That's the only real thing I have added here. What is the difference between regular processing? I see no difference. Come on, what happened? Okay, let's run this test again. It's functional test which didn't work. Now it works. Okay, I think it's time to make a cycle inside. And I hope it will stuck. No, it does work, but it takes 8 seconds and 6 seconds. What's going on inside? There are two blocks. HTTP block. There is 1 millisecond delay, maybe, but I don't believe that it happens. Mm-hmm. 1 second, it's too much. So let's do the following. Somehow it does work. The only difference, I have replaced this. I have new processing. Where are you? New processing. Oh, is it making something wrong? I say there is new context. Then I say get processor. Okay. There is nothing extraordinary. Okay, let's do the following. I need to... Where is the processing? Here. Let's run this test again, because I'm not happy about 6 seconds and 1 second. Why is it so? So it took 0 seconds. Okay, let's run it again. 0 seconds, but it's stuck. So these blocks, they're processing quite fast. I'm happy with that. However, inside of the test something happens. Yep, here after processing is done, let's remove saving results. Let's check if it's storage operation which takes so much time. Fortunately, it is not storage operation. But it might be. Let me check a few things. And here I say a new server with handlers. New server with handlers says new server middlewares and handlers. Let's remove middlewares. But I'm not happy because middlewares are necessary. Maybe in future I'll have some mutual TLS, whatever. Still 9 seconds, it's okay. New server, what does it do? It says block, registry, processing. Result storages here. Found it. So I say there is local storage and there is mini IO storage. So it uploads to remote storage. Let me check if it is. I'll share Firefox. It's my Raspberry Pi backups, but what's important, I have pipelines, 2 blocks. Yeah, found it. So what is it? In my unit tests, it has tests for shared storage, but in tests teardown, they remove everything from this folder. But in functional tests, I forgot about remote storage, but it's time to make a thing in functional test. Yeah. So what do I say? I say factories new handler. I don't work through functional. How can I update it? I should make some sort of list in here. Then I should call new server using method of functional test. And then when test goes teardown in here, it should call removal of those stuff. But for now, let's do the following. I'll say server get how it was, pipeline registry, I think. Pipeline result storages, yeah. It was pipeline registry, yep. I need only local storage. Let's run this test. Yeah, now it runs with that fast. Also, it is possible that timeouts were related to shared storage operations, which led me to one thing. In here, I was telling processing. Let's remove it. Let's move it back. Let's run the test. Yeah. So I noted that some of my tests were timing out, and I decided to fix them in this stream. Unfortunately, it took some time to figure out that I forgot quite obvious things, such as in here I should say API servers. It will be a list of API servers. It's not to mock, it's to remove. Okay, not read. Okay, where is it? Setup test. Yeah, nice. So in here I can say, maybe even here, yeah. Come on. Make a list of those stuff, and where is teardown? Here, teardown. I also make a list of those stuff, but I need to iterate through them. Server and API server. I need to do the following. First of all, it's not just API server, it should have context to call its shutdown. So I should update this function. It should be a mapping of it should be a separate structure, yeah. And here it will be a list of these structures, but in make API server, it's only for tests. Let's check. It's a pointer. Nice. So in here I say API server shutdown. So I call done. That's good. So I don't need this, but I need to do new method. So it should accept nothing. It looks with unlock. I say server yes. Also I should say this context. Then if error is not none, yes, but suite API server append. I don't need context. I need shutdown. How is it called? Context cancel function. Yeah. This one. Shutdown, that's correct. Now, what does it return? Good. So now I need to do the following. Server error. It's about not suit, but what was this flag about? Available, yes or no? Let's do it. Here. So with that said, I have a new server which will be the same, but in here I should say server. Your storage will be only local in temporary. So this test should be fine. Oh, KTX. It was not KTX, but shut down. Ta-da! Beautiful. I was wondering if it's a channel, but it was quite simple thing. I forgot about shared storage. I will also remember that shared storage is slow, but there is a thing. This shared storage located in this exact endpoint. So I'm developing in remote laptop. It's lid closed, but shared storage is the same address. It's localhost. Why it's so slow? Okay, not a big deal. But what I have to do, it's here. I need to find every use case of this in functional test, and I must update it. So let's check. Test functional. It's main, it's okay. Test functional. Sweet. Here. The reason why I'm doing this manually, it's, for example, this case. This test has one context and two servers. So I instantiate those servers manually here. I'm checking the registries and then I call shutdown while it's done. So I don't need update this place, but I have to do it in other places. Mhm. Okay, it seems to be completed, except functional test. No, I need it here. I need it here. I don't need it here as well. Last place, I think. Yep. So right now, all I need to do is to ensure that my test will work completely. Also, I forgot one thing. In here, when shutdown happens, I call only shutdown, but I do not call remove generated files. Fortunately, it's only in /tmp, so it's in temporary. That means it will be cleaned on restart. By the way, okay, I have a problem with test somewhere. One test is test discovery communication. It's good. In here, there was a problem. It's working. We have a problem. What happened? Yeah. Test panicked. Nice. Panicked in here. So what does it do? I have 2 servers. Okay. It says 1, 2, 3. What? Server 1, server 1, server 2. Am I missing something? New server with handler. Okay, what happens next? Came from here. It was empty. Something happening in this test. It's fine. Maybe I should... oh, did it? No, it works for now. But okay, not a big deal. I'll handle those blinking tests. What I wanted to do today, it took too much time. I wanted to complete a test with processing transfer. So I have this test in here. So let's make test again. I had this big test in here. Worker registry pipeline test, I think. No. Yeah, it's here. Big test. Oh, it's failing. Discovery and disabled first. Oh, nice. This one also failing. Oh no, there is data race. Beautiful. I love them. And I think that race happened. Yeah. So I have it here. First of all, not empty. Sometimes it's not working correctly. It should say not nil. Processing. So I noticed that not nil does not yield this kind of error. It's only not empty, which might yield data race. What do we have now? Blur. Blur also fine, because I have added it recently. Let's check processing image blur. There was a problem. Yeah, number of inputs, it was pretty big, and this operation, it's quite expensive. So this test, it's 5 cases, which might take some time. From it showed 4 seconds. Yeah, 4 seconds for 4 operations, that's too much, and I have 10 seconds in total. So let's check output. Oh, it was fast. But this case, it doesn't include storage, so it should be... it also checks array of images, but okay. It might be expensive, so let's make it 100 pixels image. It was 21. Yeah, now it's fast. So let's run this test again. So that what happens time after time. I have some timeouts for tests, and they just trigger because this operation is quite expensive. Image resize. Image resize, there was a problem also. Here. I have 8 cases. They must also combine with this. Let's check. Yeah, timeout. So let's run this test. I think it should be 3-5 seconds. It was quite fast, but let's make it 100. Now it's way faster. So let's run this test. And I think this one also should have problems because there are quite a few test cases. They should be combined with at least 4 different stuff. Image. Oh, it was fast this time. So I think it's time to increase the timeouts for tests. What error do I have here? Hello. Test pipeline block data registry save output to mini IO. Ta-da! Something happened to shared storage as well. And it has been 1 second or quite a lot. and whole test has 10 all tests has 10 seconds in total. So I'm happy to introduce that kind of timeouts. And save. Functional. There is quite strong wind outside. Functional tests, IP servers, now only local storage. Yeah, that's good. So I have a test with two tests. First test. I have two workers. I think it's here. Yeah, let's do the following cases. Not test. First case, when all workers have no blocks, no resources. It's done, it's in here. So I have two workers and the required block is disabled everywhere. So I have two blocks. They all named HTTP request, and here it is. This pipeline, it has block HTTP request, and here is also HTTP request with just different slugs. So I say get this worker registry, and here I say set is available false. So everywhere it is not available. And then I check that I have error. I have processing, which has been transferred. Let's check. No, first processing was not transferred because second worker said I have all these things, go away. And what's important, this error happens when it's cycling. So run test. Yep. I don't understand why it's 4 servers. I declared 2 servers. Is that related to start, which I moved to suite instead of factory? Let's do the following. Let's check it. I say server equals new server with handlers. Okay. It is first. Server worker. And I should return it. Beautiful copy paste. Oh, there is an error, obviously. I don't use this context. Yeah, now there are 2 servers. Solved. So this does work. It's case when both worker has no resources. There is a second case, which was there are 2 workers, but HTTP block is not available at first worker, but is available at second worker. It's here. Block registry 1, set available false, and then set available true. But in this case, when this happens, this processing should be transferred. Let's check. Yes. I'm checking that first registry, first worker marked this processing as transferred to second. And second said, okay, your processing has been completed. Where is it? Status. I'm checking output. Where is the status? Okay, there are no status. Beautiful. It's time to introduce it. Because I had it here. Get status. Let's run this test. Ta-da! It works. So this is the second case when first worker have no okay. What if first worker have no first resource, no second resource, but second does. So what I want to do is a pipeline of two. It was quite big, I don't like it. So this one can copy paste this test. Test two workers pipeline required blocks. Worker one has no second block. That's what I want to try. First of all, I need to define the pipeline for this. So I have a pipeline for two blocks, but they have the same block ID. If I disable it, it will be disabled everywhere. What I want to do, I think I had it. Yeah, here. I can copy paste it and define it here. Okay, I have this pipeline. Also, I don't need, let's keep this block URL, but what I want to do is to add this pipeline everywhere. First and second server, yeah. So let's define it. Slug test to HTTP blocks. Okay. First blocks make request to URL, and second block makes an image. Yep. So first block it will be the same. I need some text. Request local resource for text. But the second block, it's important. It should be an image. Image at text, I think. Yeah. Oh, even better. First block, let's say downloads. Yeah. So first block, it will be download image. Property. I need to say image. Then I say input text. Yep. And for the first thing, I need to say, where is it? URL. So I think it is done. But what's important is two things. Pipeline slug. Then disabled block should be image at text. Yeah. But let's do it a bit different. So I declared what should be disabled where. So let's iterate through it. I don't need these checks. But maybe let's do it. Okay, in here I don't need that. Yeah, you don't need everything. But I have image URL. Let's run this test and check. It should fail somewhere. Where? Let's comment it, because I don't know what will be as a result, because first output it should be this one, image content. Image content, it's, we can take it from unit test. It was here. So let's check. I had a method for this. Why do I have debug? Okay, I don't need that, but what I need, come on, image content, it's bytes. My server can only produce it as string. It's not a big deal, because I can do this. Status was okay. I don't need responses, but what I need to do. Oh, by the way, it used to have response body, red header. Okay, image content, where it is? Yep, it's bytes buffer, so I can try doing this. It's already buffer. But what I need to do is to say so it should be okay. Status header okay, and right header content type image png. It's status code. Why it's not? Okay, I have an error. It's in blocks 0 description string length must be greater. It's in here. Download image from provided URL. Beautiful. Another error. Oh, this time it's better. So first processing. This test is about disable. Worker 1 has no second block. Nice, it happened. Let's remove this. It's not transferred, it's complete. It's completed, it has no errors. Then I say copy paste. Yeah, I need to ensure that processing registry as well contains this. Okay. But after I need to check that second block has been transferred. It's not, it's transferred. It's not completed but transferred. So let's run this test again, because it should fail somewhere here. Yep, it fails. Beautiful. So second worker gets only second block, and it has disabled HTTP block, so it should be completed processing. What does it say? There is an error. So it should be completed. Also, I need to check result. So completed processing. Its output should be equal to bytes of image. It is beautiful. Also, let's check here. Transfer processing. No, transfer processing we don't need it. By the way, why did have I commented? No, I did not comment it here. Beautiful. So I have an error in here. Second block, it's resize. No, it's image at text. It has in text origin. Yes, it should be correct, but there is an error. Get status expected 3, actual 5. Actual 5 is transferred. Oh, why did it transfer? So what I need to check is why second worker has transferred result. Has transferred processing. It can be done here. Second worker disabled blocks. I have disabled HTTP request. I think I know what happens. So in here I say first block, your URL is. If I go to, where is data class pipeline? Here. Here. Let's print. I think it makes incorrect request. So it sends data to second worker with I need first block to be processed. Second worker says I don't have first block, I have only second, and that's what's going on in there. So first block, it is processed. Second block, it says where is it? Slash pipelines slash blocks. Okay, it is repeated. Test block first slug. It is here again, but it should be test block second slug. It simply cycles. What can I do about it? It's here. It's input data. Input data is not changed. So I need to check. Resume processing. It's called in worker registry. Worker registry. It's here. So first of all, I need to do the thing. So let's run the test to ensure that this resume happens more than once. So come on. So first, second, this second, it's second worker asking first, hello, do you have this? And the first says, I don't. And that is an error from second block because it asked first block. First block said, I don't have it. That's what's happening. Beautiful. So let's go to the logic of this test. Maybe I have forgot something. There are two blocks, HTTP request and image at text. First worker does not have image at text. That is correct. Second worker does not have HTTP request. It's good. In here I am checking that first block, first worker has disabled HTTP. And here it also has disabled. That's good. In here I need to check. HTTP request image at text. Yes. So second worker got a request about let's resume processing from block named HTTP request. It doesn't have HTTP request. So I need to ensure why did it get here. I can do it quite simple. I have it in here, pipelines. Pipeline start, pipeline resume. So this one, I can print it. Resuming processing. And then I can say input data. Let's check. It's a request. So resuming processing, test two blocks. So it's incorrect. That's awesome. That means this place has a problem. Block relative index. That is correct. So I don't have this in registry of first worker, but it sends. That was correct. What I need to do, let's also print block. Ta-dan, ta-dan. Yes, that is correct. So this should be sent in here. Block get pipeline get slug, pipeline slug, processing ID, block data get ID. So let's do this. It's also correct. And there is input data. Input data, first block with first input. That is not correct. I'm happy about it. That means resume processing. It has, let's do this. Resuming. Then resuming processing of this pipeline image at text with data. Text. That is incorrect. That's awesome. That's good. But get workers, pipeline slug, processing, and input data. Good. In here, there was a thing. Query wallet workers. No. I think it was in the same place. Where is this? Resume. Processing of this data test. Yep. So what happens? This data is not updated. it should be block input data. So yeah, but let me check if I remember it was somewhere here, a place where I have updated and here I'm making block input data from some conditions, but oh, it's already 30 minutes over time. Sorry. But in here, I'm making block input from either config or request or something else. But it is important that input data itself, it should be here. Yeah. If register is not available, then whatever was in first request, it will be. But it is not correct. This should be above, as well as this. Yeah, let's move this code. Oh, I can do it better. So for first iteration, it's fine, it's good. But when I need to transfer second, this input data should be set to results of previous block or empty. By the way, let's make a test. If block index is more than 0, schemas, input schema, processing ID, then pipeline, which is this one. Then I say block gets luck. It's not this, it's this input should be come on, map string. This block does not have slug and block data. Get slug, yeah. Let's try it. Also, let's do the following. Every time when resume processing is required, I'll do there should be one request for transfer, and it is, by the way. Yay! So the error happens here. It says transfer. It is not completed for some reason. Let's check why. Okay. There was a request to resume, which yielded HTTP 200. Then what happened? Error. Image text. Schema is invalid for image text slug. Yes, input text is required. Beautiful. Now I need to do fix here. This input, what is it? It is coming from here. Yeah. So what will it do? This input data is no longer necessary. Oh, that's interesting. So remember erase? Here it is. It happened. This input by default is list. So let's do this just for this test to start working. But it means that transfer of processing when it's array, it will be nearly impossible. So text is required. Block input data in here. It's, where is it? Yeah, this input data, it's okay for only first. Where is it? Yeah. If so on here I say block input data, it's input schema. I need to copy paste that. Where is it? Here. Yeah, and in here I should say, first of all, this, and then if it's next block, that means I need results of previous blocks. And to get results of previous blocks, I had it here somewhere. Yeah. And let's do the following. Where is it? Here. It's wrong. It's wrong. This is valid only for transferring requests. So let's keep it for transferring requests. Yeah. So I have text here. It must be parsed correctly. I think it's not even coming through this. Let's do the following. I need to print that's awesome test. It highlighted a problem with inputs. So what I have? Map image. I have image. I have URL, but I have no text. The problem. It's in here. This. I have two interface definitions. First of all, it's input text and input config. I see that there is get input data by priority. It reported me about image. So if input config was passed, it will be immediately parsed. But what if I also passed input as simple text in here? What should it do? This input by priority yields only one thing. Block test. I have test with that, but I also have, where is it? Yeah, here. I return immediately. And it was valid before this test. This test should not return immediately, but sort. also it should respect these conditions. So if that happened, yeah, it's easier to do the following. Input equals make, good, then condition input. That's correct. Now I need to do the following. Block input value. It will always be map string interface, which means I can let's make it result. Yeah, that will be correct. And in here I should not return. I'm iterating through array which has priorities. This is first priority, this is second, and this is third. When it happens, I need to check if, yeah, check respect priority order. Let's check what I did. Why is JSON equal? What is this? Yeah, let's do this. Let's check the test. Fortunately, I have a test. And map URL, that is good. Map image, and there is no text. It's fine. That means that Copilot lied. I'm happy. So let's do the following. I have a list of maps for let's do this to him. Yeah. So I have mapped input. It's quite crazy thing. So I have block input. I have condition. Let's move it to here. No. For k value. That's good. Then I need to check. There is a test which ensured Okay, check if key results yes. If it's not exist, then it. Okay, let's try. Map yes. Oi, oi, oi. It makes second request. So let's try it again. Map URL, yes. Map image. And then again map image, but does it have text? No. Text is required. So it's a thing which I will have to do, because I will have to update this method, and I'll need to think a bit, because another problem I have, I need to transfer request from one place to another. This is JSON request, and I have a file in here. It's binary. Do I need to do it? Maybe I don't need this one. Let's do the following. Yeah, it's empty. I need to do the following thing. If it is input data, in here I should say it was called block relative block index. Okay. What's their schemas? I should do it here. Okay, that would be correct. So if transfer of processing must happen, by default it will be just nothing, because it is defined in here as well as here. So when transfer happens, this should assemble correct input and then check. Let's run the test to ensure that it still fails. Yes, it fails at the same place, and there is no text required. Beautiful. What I will have to do is to update this method, get input data by priority. Right now, it makes check if there is condition, it's immediately returning this value, but I need to merge. So if condition triggered, then I need to take it and then iterate below. If this happened, if another condition happened, and in the end I will have both image and text. But what if so this input is collected in this place. So solution to make this test work is just to fix this function. After that, I will be sure that processing transfer does work, at least in this case. After that, first worker has no second resource, but second worker does. It's important, and so this is what I'm making right now. So here done. And I will need another option, another test. It will be the same. It will be the same, but the second worker has all resources, which means there should not be restart of a pipeline processing. But I made sure it won't happen in here. I simply say, okay, start with this block. And since it's empty, it will be assembled here. That's all. I'll fix this test and it should be working, but I don't want to overtime this stuff. This stream, it's already 1 hour. Sorry. Thanks for watching, and see you in 4 days, Saturday. Bye.